Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Tuba playing NegativeAE. Welcome to the Vagante Challenge Series. Let's just jump right into it. It's damp in here. Okay, so this challenge this time is to interact with every single statue that I come across. I find this interesting because statues aren't really a thing that I think about. This is actually my 9th try doing this because of how hard this challenge deceivingly is. There's a couple things that can go wrong in a challenge like this. There's the possibility of several darknesses on several floors. There was a time where I had gotten darkness, like almost every other floor. So I would have to keep sacrificing 33 health, 33 health, 33 health until I was down to basically nothing. And so it got pretty rough around those parts. There's also the fact that statues are kind of like a background thing for me. You don't really notice the statues, so it's hard for me to then turn around and be like, all right, I'm doing this challenge and not forget that a statue's there, because I just see the statue as part of the background when I play, really. So it's real hard to kind of separate every single statue that I don't use. Like, I don't even use the scholar. The most I use the scholar for is to fucking get a free book. I kill him all the time. So, like, having to realize that the scholar's there and like use the scholar messes me up thousands of times, because like when you leave the level, it's so hard to be like, oh shit, or I should have used that fucking shit, and then you have to restart the whole run because like you didn't use that one statue, and that's just the challenge. That's just what it is. So this is probably the the other ones were technically hard. This is hard to get through my thick head that I need to like use every statue. Luckily there was only one on that floor, so I was pretty happy starting out here. We managed to do a little bit of work here using every statue. There's not too much going on. We don't get darkness very often, so that's good. We get darkness maybe like twice, I think, if I can remember correctly. You know what I noticed in this run is that the run gave me a lot of spikes this time around. Like, I think every level of the Dark Caves had like copious amounts of spikes, and it was just insane. Like, everywhere I went, like it was pretty much spike training 101. Like I was beginning Vagante again, and they were trying to train me to fucking dodge all the spikes. I get a ring of Zygox real early. I don't really know what I'm doing as far as build goes. I don't know if there's necessarily a correct build to do for this, for like this, like the all statue shit. Maybe you want to go into vitality a little bit because of the darkness. The darkness is really the only thing that like messes this up. The darkness and like the mindset that you have to use every single statue. It's real hard to like think about. Like that statue right there, I like barely see it. The only reason I see it is because Chicken's walking around it, and I'm like, okay, well, I need to throw a scroll in here. So I do a quick inventory check and figure out what potions I know or what. I try to see if that's enchant. It's not. It would have been perfect to throw in there because I don't need recharge scrolls. But yeah, we end up using all that. I think it's just that, and oh yeah, and I use the light, but the light doesn't heal me, of course, because the light's a dick. I really wish I could kill the light without consequences, because the light is a dick sometimes. It's like 0. 0. We find the potion of regeneration pretty early, and I go ahead and buy this cursed item too, because I feel like if I do come across like one of those cursed statues, I want something to throw in there, and maybe I'll get something good out of it. Yeah, like, look at all these spikes. Like, it's taken all of my concentration to like correctly jump where I need to jump. It's like tons of skill check jumps. It's crazy. I'm just making sure that I've used that statue, getting the chicken. Gonna get full health regen here so I don't necessarily run into problems later on. You want to try to keep your health as full as possible. I think we're just going defense knight right now. Because I feel like defense knight. I got a really good ring there. 2 strength, gold collector. If only we could get like You know, coins heal you. I feel like I say that all the time. I feel like I say that like 24/7 now. But ever since that build happened, it's just like, Jesus, that's powerful. Gold collector, coins heal you, damage to gold. That's so insane. You don't really even need gold collector for it to work, really. Gold collector just makes it so you don't have to like try to get the gold. We end up having a smithy here. By now, this is like my like ninth try. So I'm kind of used to like seeing the statues now. I'm really putting all of my concentration into looking for statues here, and trying to use them ASAP. That's the main problem, is that like not only are you stuck having to use every statue, which isn't bad when you think about it. Every statue is meant to help you. The darkness is meant to help you, even though it takes away health from you. It's a sacrifice you have to take. The scholar's meant to help you by giving you books, even though it's not really that helpful. I don't really like the scholar. I think the scholar's useless for everybody but the mage. Like, if you're gonna be mage, you're gonna be there. I was stuck there for a little bit, but then I remembered I could walk. I don't walk enough off ledges in this game. I know it's been said to me, but like before in like the comment section, but I really don't. I don't use the walk command enough. I just kind of forget it's there. It's kind of like a silly meme. But I know it can be helpful. It gets you down so you can get the coins. If you want to get spikes and like you're one block away from the spikes, and you hold down and jump, it'll like take you off. It's cool. It's a really cool way to get like coins. It takes a little bit of practice though, so I would like go into like the dark caves and figure out what buttons you need to press and how you need to press them so you can get the coins. Because sometimes I would jump up and land in the spikes anyway by using the walk. This worm boss fight takes probably the longest in the entire game. Like, it's almost crazy. So I take a little bit to kill him, so I equip Frost Nova. Frost Nova's something that will make my life easier when fighting him, but not if he spawns from the ceiling. So I have to try to get him to spawn like next to me, but he still doesn't do that. But he's in a hittable spot that time. So now my thought is like maybe I make him like go across the map because it's the only way I can think of. But he's too high up. So now I'm hiding here, and he finally comes up and gets me. So now I'm gonna be able to take him out. He's just a little bit. He has a little bit more damage left. So I'm equipping the Ring of Zygox so I can see his health bar, so I know exactly how much health he has. He's almost dead, so I'm gonna try to get him to come out and freeze him. He's still not dead, even though he had really red health. So I'm hoping that I kill him when he comes out next. And it turns out he just needed one more damage. Which is whatever. It's real hard, guys, to like look for statues. I don't know. I'm going Defense Knight. I think Defense Knight is the strongest knight. You know, there's an argument to be made for Sword Knight, I think. I think Holy Knight is the weakest path that they have now. It used to be the strongest path that they had, because you used to be able to basically just tank the world. I don't know how long you guys have been around like Vagante and stuff, but they used to have it so Knight used to be able to just turn invincible forever. As long as you didn't attack, you could be just invincible. And so there would be no reason to not go holy, because you would just be invincible and then you would just go through each door. I know that's kind of like a cop out, but it was good, and I would still die because like fucking I would like try to fight a boss and then fucking shit would go down. But yeah, you would be really underleveled. You would be like, you would have no items, but you would be invincible, so you could just walk through the entire game, which was cool. And I like that, but like because it was easy. It was easy to make like Vagante tip series. or it would have been easy to make Vagante tip series if I could have the invincibility and then just get to wherever I want to be. Because a lot of the times, when I like play, I'm in a dangerous situation here. There we go. This is nerve-wracking actually. There's like 3 enemies all converging. No, but like, it would be cool because like if I could just go anywhere on the map and get anything I want, it would be so easy to like test shit out and like get clips I need. But that's just something that, you know, I'm salty about it going away. But I don't know, maybe they'll actually put in a level editor. I'm curious because if they put in a level editor, this game is gonna have so much more life. It's gonna have so much more life because then there's gonna be people making levels, and it's gonna people are so creative. People are so creative. People will make like fucking like video game characters out of your world. That would be so fucking cool. I think that a level editor would make any game better. Really, if you think about it. If you think about it, any game with a level editor is better. I'm trying to think of like what game without a level editor would be better. As long as the level editor is intuitive, right? I could tell. I could see if like maybe the level editor's terrible and it's like really hard to use and nobody likes it. Yeah, sure. It's not very good. But when you have a level editor that is good and you freaking want to use it, and you could submit and share like levels, fuck yeah, dude! I'll take any game. Give people the chance to express themselves. I think that this game could also benefit from like a daily run system. I think that would keep me coming back a lot, especially if there was something like tied to the daily system. I don't know. Maybe you freaking like, if you beat the daily, you get a game with like 2 perks or some shit. I don't know how close you guys realized that what that was. That could have been the end of the run. So Golem dropped down on me as his little ball, and I high jumped super good. Freaking, so I have high jump equipped. This is a controversial statement. I hate high jump. High jump to me is a curse, and the reason why I don't like it is because it's helpful, but the moment it's gone, you forget that it's gone. So you're really just adapting to the high jump, right? Every time you use the high jump boots, you're like, oh cool, I can jump real high now. But then the next game you just fucking fail all your jumps, or at least me. That's what I do. I fucking like get so used to the high jump that I just fail all my jumps, or like or the opposite, right? Is like I'm so used to my regular jumps that I'm like I forget that I have high jump equipped, and then I try to make this crazy jump and I way overshoot it because I have high jump. It just fucking it just sucks. But it does kind of removes a decent amount of fall damage. I think you can fall from a higher height when you have high boots on. I don't know if that's a new addition or an old one, but it is. I did notice it a couple times where I would fall from a height that would totally give me damage before, and then it didn't do that. So I don't know if that's necessarily true, or maybe I just thought that because I was, jumping higher or some shit. I don't know, but it definitely felt like you can fall from a higher height, which is cool. So I decided to use it because I wanted to get that chest, and it's like the only boots I have. We're going defense path. I think defense path is the best path because you can automatically block attacks, which is good, and you also take way less damage. And I think a lot of this game is trying to avoid residual damage, right? Like trying to take as little damage as possible from as little sources as possible. Because if you take too much damage from like a minion, then you're only gonna heal. You're only gonna heal for like 10. I forget how much the in between levels heal you for. But the problem with that is if you take more than that in damage on the level, you're not gonna heal that back, right? So the goal is to try and take less than that each time that you go through a level. Which sounds weird when you say it out loud, but that's kind of what it is, right? It's like don't take more than like 10 damage on a level and you're good. Or unless you find like a regen potion, right, and you can like get your health back up, but or get books. Well, actually, no. You could get 20 technically if you have a book and you want to use the book. You potentially have 20 health on every level, which is good. So you could take up to 20 damage, which is cool. And I think in the dark caves you kind of amass books, because you shouldn't be taking too much damage in the dark caves. Or at least that's my goal, is to not take as much damage in the dark caves so I can save the books for when I really need them. And I think that's totally part of it. That's definitely some game balance I can get behind. I try to defeat all the bosses here. I'm still actively looking for statues. I'm trying to search for shit. I don't think I've missed any. I've been kind of like scanning over as I'm commentating too. I already used that. The light. This guy stole my coins, so I gotta get him back. I already used the light. Light doesn't heal you for shit. And we'll be on our way. Knight's gauntlets are weird. I mean, they're just better than my normal gauntlets that I have right now, just so I decided to equip them. The potions were, one thing I have to say is the potions were really nice to us this time around. I don't know if I would have gotten as far as I would without the potions. We had a ton of vitality ups, like two or three vitality ups, which is really good. And we managed to make short work of that. So I gotta enter the piranha spider infested water, which sounds terrifying in real life, actually. Like deadly spiders, and then also fucking piranhas. I try to get this chest for about 5 minutes, but it doesn't end up happening. I'm actually not sure what I would go about doing to get this chest. I would need like a double jump, I think, or like unlimited jumps with high jump with unlimited jumps with high jump. Not even with high jump, you don't even need it. Just unlimited jumps. Unlimited jumps. Alright, so we managed to defeat the Wisp and Golem, both of which kind of died relatively easily. We also got some good rings. We have like some, I think we got some strength. That was really scary. The run could have ended right there too. There's so many places where I get real lucky, where I get like, oh fuck. So I see the statue, I'm going to use it on something I already know isn't cursed, whatever. We've gotten it done. Kill the shopkeeper, take a shit. He doesn't really have too much. He has a wall phasing, which is good. Our ring right now is really good, but we get a ring later on that's also really good. And that's cool too. We have a helmet right now, or a hat, that gives us 4 luck. You know how crazy that shit is? Like, if you think about it, right, having 4 of anything on one, because the stats are all randomized, right? So those stats could be like on anything. So having something with 4 luck, like, and a strength is insane to me. And like nothing is gonna beat that. Not even like maybe like 3 vitality. Like 3 vitality might beat that, but 4 luck is a lot. There's a lot of weight in 4 luck. That's evasion chance. That's crit chance. That's freaking chest opening shit. That's real fucking cool. So oh yeah, check out the spider den. There was like 5 spiders down there. It's literally like an army of spiders. I have so much trouble with this army of spiders, because they all like 2 of them attack while the 3rd one shoots webs, and it was like the stupidest thing I've ever seen. We also got this axe I'm using is a splash attack axe, which is really good too. So as long as we can continue to use all the statues, and we're not too worried about it, we'll go ahead and use the darkness as well, because we decided to wait until after the boss fight. What was it saying? Yeah, I mean, all we have to do is not forget that a statue's. That's my biggest problem. That's what's happened the other like 7 times. Is like I either forget that a statue's there, or I get really unlucky on darkness rolls, and it's I don't know. Yeah, I would definitely try this one for yourself. If you guys like are looking for something to do in Vagante and want to challenge yourself a little bit, just use every statue. It's not necessarily a challenge as it is like, can I get, or can I remember that this is what I'm doing, right? Like, I don't know about you guys, but like when I'm playing Vagante, I just kind of zone out and like try to do my best, and like that'll be the death of me, cause like you're not paying attention to what statues are there. I do like this axe for this level though, because we have slow aura, so we have slow aura and 4 luck on our head, which is cool. I don't like that dagger, so I just dropped it. It's annoying me being in my inventory because it's not very good, and I thought it might have been, but it wasn't. This axe is really good because it slows the zombies' approach with slow aura, and then I also have the axe, which they won't be able to get. So we got a potion of regeneration. We just use it real quick, get that health back, so that way we can properly complete this level. There is a smithy right there, so I'm going to try to get close to it and use it. There we go. Go ahead and get rid of stuff I don't need. Like cestises. Cestises as a knight are pretty, I don't know. Like you would have to give me a claw. Justices are nice and all, but I am such a fan of the claw. I think the claw and the quitar are 2 of the best melee weapons in the game. Definitely a weird predicament I found myself in. I'm gonna go ahead and kill all the zombies. I want to try and level up before I move on to the next level. I don't know if I want to do that level up by fighting him or killing everything. We're pretty close to being able to kill everything to do it, so I think we might just head for the kill everything. But then again, he's like blocking the way. So here we go. This is the fight of a lifetime. I kind of make some progress. I learned a little bit about Resident Evil boss. I never really fight Resident Evil boss. Ever since he's destroyed me a couple times, I don't really go about dealing with him anymore because he's a dick. So we get to see some of his patterns. So he stops and he throws things that I knew, but there's times where he stops and throws things and then doesn't regen them back, like right there. So this is new information to me because I just used to think that he always had those things. But sometimes he doesn't, which is cool. And it looks like he also spawns things. Either that or I'm an idiot and I just left those things alive. So we're really low on health. I don't know how much health he has left. I don't know how much damage I've done to him. I've hit him with a couple times with the axe, but it didn't work. And I see that his health bar is green, so I'm just going to take off. Unfortunately, I missed a freaking deranged statue. So that'll be the end of this run, unfortunately. Thank you guys so much for watching. I was pretty sad when I did this. This is, like, again, that being said, this is my 9th time doing this, and this was the best I've done remembering to use all the statues. So I decided that I would include this for you guys. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, you should do that. I think we definitely do this one again. I'm going to practice kind of like doing this over and over again because it's hard to get it through my thick head that I need to do and use every statue. So it's much more of a mental thing than it is a difficulty thing. Just remembering that the statues are there and that I have to use them. But yeah. It's been fun, guys. I'll see you guys. Leave your challenges in the comments below so I know. I'll leave credit in the description of who mentioned the challenge. So if you're interested in checking them out, you can. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode, whatever it may be. Peace out, you guys.